You've been with the girl for 2 years. You find out she cheated on you. Now you want to choke slam this girl. You want to choke slam her to hell, but don't do it. Because you choke slam her to hell, you're going to be in jail. And who knows how long you're going to be in jail, man. And if you get with one of these crazy women and she starts, oh, I'm going to key your car. I'm going to pop your tire. All right, this girl. Base CBO, a.k.a. Cole Brown Official. And today we are talking about 5 rules to make sure women do not ruin your life. Y'all know the deal. We start at number 5 and we go down to number 1. Number 5 is move at your own pace. Don't allow a woman to rush you into a relationship. And definitely don't let a woman rush you into marriage. I had a girl I was seeing about a year ago. She was trying to push marriage onto me like, oh, I'm not waiting this long. I'm not waiting. Dog, at the end of the day, it's your decision. Don't let society pressure you into doing this or doing that. Find out what you really want. And this should be a process of, is this woman good enough for me? Is she good for the long term? Because a lot of times, if you're too direct, and this is the type of woman I want, this is the type of relationship I want, rather than that woman saying, I'm not that type of woman, she'll start to pretend like she is that type of woman. She'll start faking it, right? This girl that was trying to push me into marriage, I told her on the day one, like, I wouldn't get serious with a person that vapes. You know, that's one of my things. Like, I can never get married to a woman that vapes. Honestly, I don't think I ever get legally married, but I couldn't be with somebody for a long term that vapes. Because that goes against how I move. Instead of saying, I'm not that type of woman, she just hid it from me. So this is the type of stuff you're going to deal with. You know, if you're super religious and you let that woman know that this is the way you are, rather than her saying, that's not me, she's just going to pretend like it is her, right? Because it takes a mature woman to say, no, that's not me. It was nice meeting you. But yeah, I'm not going to act like I'm somebody I'm not. Most of them are just going to fake it. And over time, it's gonna just fall out. I remember I told her, like, I'm into girls that work out. She's like, well, I've been trying to get into the gym. Boom, started bringing her to the gym. I'm like, come on, let's go to the gym. She's like, oh, I'm not in the mood. Hit her up again, I'm not in the mood. I'm like, damn, when are you gonna be in the mood? And she's like, well, I just told you I wanted to work out because I was into you, but now, you know, we're together, so I'm not really crazy about working out. And I'm like, what? Bitch? What? You know what I'm saying? But that's how they do it, man. They'll pretend like they're into all the stuff you're into. They'll put on a whole act like there's somebody they're not just to get a relationship. So be very cautious of that. Going on to point number 4, put her to work. Put her to work. See how good she is. See how good she take orders, right? Ask her, can you go pick this up for me? This is what I do. I'm going to give y'all some game today. This is what I do. I ask a woman for a massage, and the way she gives you a massage says a lot about her. You'll have some women that rub your back for 45 seconds and be like, is that good? Then you have the women that take time and they really do it with effort. She might not even be good at giving massages, but if she spent 30 minutes rubbing my back, rubbing my legs, rubbing my arms, at least she showed that she can give effort, because how you do anything is how you do everything. So if she does this half-ass massage, she knows you work out a lot, she gives you this half-ass massage, she gonna probably be half-ass in a lot of things. So that's the type of stuff I ask a woman to do and take notes, right? And you know, a lot of women, they gonna ask, can I get a massage back? And I'll gladly, especially if she got thick thighs, I'm gonna be rubbing them thighs down, you feel me? I might enjoy the massage more than she enjoys it. You know, so, and then, you know, that kind of gets the blood flowing, and it can lead into other things, if you know what I'm saying. Going on to point number 3, be realistic, but be firm on your standards, right? Some men, y'all be tripping, man. You be like 35 years old saying, oh, I want a virgin woman. Okay, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic, but be firm on your standards. Because I see a lot of guys, they'll lower their standards for a woman, and then they have an issue with that woman later down the road. You say you would never date strippers. You would never date a OnlyFans girl, but then you met her and she was bad and her body was just banging. So then you said, forget my standards. She's bad. I want to date this woman. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You might want to smash. Okay, cool. Make sure to put the rubber on. But if you want to smash, go ahead and do it. But realize some women are for short term or no term. There's long-term women out here, but you can't make a short-term woman into a long-term woman. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. We all done heard it before. And that still stands, right? So be realistic, man. Don't have these crazy standards. These crazy standards that you're never gonna find. But the standards you have that are realistic, don't fold on them, man. We can hang around, we can have a little situation going on, but I'm not gonna date her because that doesn't align with the way I live. I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle. I'm trying to improve day after day. You are hurting yourself. That's not for me. And I don't want to put a baby in you and you addicted to nicotine, right? I'm trying to set my baby up from day one. Before he pop out, I'm trying to set my kid up with the best life. So I got to set him up with the best mom. You feel me? That's the way I look at it. Going on to point number 2, keep your options open. I'm not saying you got to have rotations. You got to be slinging meat in these streets. I'm not telling y'all to do that because I know some men, y'all want a rotation. Y'all don't want to see a whole bunch of girls, right? That's not for everybody. If that's not you, that's not you. Don't try to force it. But you should have options. Like if this doesn't work out, okay, I know this girl will mess with me, right? You should have girls that you know are into you. You should still be communicating with many people. And she should know you have other options because a lot of times, women keep their options open. You committed to this girl before it even got to that point. You committed way too early. She's the only one you see in way too early, and then you overvalue her because you have nothing to compare her to. I see this all the time. She undervalued because she's talking to all these men, and you overvalue because that's the only woman you talk to. It's all about supply and demand. You feel me? So don't cut off all the women you're talking to until she shows qualities that she's like that. Until she show actions that she really about you. Don't cut off all the women you're talking to. You ain't gotta be slanging meat in these streets, but you should have women that you know are interested in you. And last but not least, this is the most important. It's very simple. Never get mad. And if you do get mad, don't show it. Never get mad, because I'm telling you right now, if you get mad and you say something hurtful, she gonna remember that shit for the rest of her life. I done said some hurtful stuff to a woman. She bring it up 3 years later. I didn't talk to this chick for 2-3 years. Talk to her again, she brings it up. Like, damn, you ain't never gonna let that go, are you? So women are gonna hold on to whatever you say when you're mad. So don't have control of your emotions. And then you don't wanna be like one of these dudes. She might hit you first and you cock back and hit her back. But when she hit you, there wasn't no scars, no scratch, no nothing. You hit her, she got a black eye. Now all she gotta do is go to the cops. That's all it takes, man. A lot of men ruin their life because they dealt with the wrong woman. And that's why I tell y'all, game is the most important, because game, you gotta be able to select the right woman. I don't care how much status, how much money, how tall you are, how great you look. If you pick the wrong woman, she can ruin your life. She can ruin your life, and she will ruin your life. And all it takes is, oh, he hit me. He took advantage of me. That's all it takes. And then boom, you up in jail. Right? And I understand it gets tough. You know, let's say you've been with a girl for 2 years. You've been with a girl for 2 years. You find out she cheated on you. Now you want to choke slam this girl. You want to choke slam her to hell. But don't do it. Because you choke slam her to hell, you're going to be in jail. And who knows how long you're going to be in jail, man. And if you get with one of these crazy women and she starts, oh, I'm going to key your car. I'm going to pop your tire. I had this girl the other day say, telling me she wished she was more crazy. Like, because a dude had cheated on her in the past. And she didn't really do anything. She just cussed him out and she was mad. She's like, man, I wish I was crazy like my friend. Like, I want to pop someone's tire and key their car and all this stuff. I said, nah, you don't want to do that. Because if you do that with a man like me, I'm going to call the cops. I don't like the cops. But sometimes that's the best solution. Because the first person to call the cops, you have an advantage. Because if she calls the cops, you're screwed. But you don't even want to get to that point. But if she's destroying stuff, she's keying your car, popping your tire, and she keeps destroying stuff and you already try to move her off your property, oh, call the cops, man. Call the cops. And if she did enough damage, you might want to press charges. It's not what's cool. I know it's not cool. But shit, sometimes that's just what you gotta do. I don't like the cops. But in certain situations, I'm gonna call them. Because certain situations, I don't want to deal with it. Because if I deal with it, you might end up locked up. You know what I'm saying? You might end up locked up. So going through it again real quick, move at your own pace, man. Don't let the woman determine when you get in a relationship, when you get in a marriage. That's on your terms. Don't let her speed anything up. Don't let her rush you into it. If it was like y'all was hooking up from the jump and now she wants to be celibate till marriage, don't fall for that bullshit, man. Move at your own pace. The point is put her to work, right? I like to ask women for a massage to see how they do giving me a massage. Because if she lazy with that and it's from the jump, you just meeting me, you should be trying to impress me, and you giving me this half-ass massage, okay, she probably gonna be a lazy chick. You don't want a lazy chick for your long term. Be realistic on your standards, right? And don't fold on your standards. If you say, I would never date a stripper, then don't start dating a stripper just because her body like that. Maybe for a little situation she cool, but don't commit to her long term because you done caught feelings because her booty so big. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your options open. You ain't got to be slanging meat in these streets, but you should have some girls you know are into you. Last but not least, never get mad. Never get mad. I done been in situations where I was real mad. I felt like I should just hit her with that backhand, but I never did. I never did. And the worst thing that happens, man, when I get mad, I just go by myself. I might break something. I might hit something. But do that on your own term. You know what I'm saying? Do that on your own term. Don't do that in front of the girl, because you might start breaking stuff and she say, oh, he tried to attack me. Do it on your own. Right? If you get really angry, just spend some time alone, man. And think about, will this still matter 5 years from now? Shoot, will this matter 5 months from now? A lot of times it's no. So don't mess your whole life up because crazy bimbo want to be in the streets giving a booty away. You know what I'm saying? Don't ruin your life over that, man. Like I tell y'all, some things you're too good for. Don't stoop down to anybody's level. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one.